Hello, this is Sanya. You're watching Channeled Light Codes. Today I have a real gold nugget for you. A while ago, I had a client who agreed that part of her Akashic reading could be uploaded on YouTube. So, um, as part of her whole reading, she had a question. She asked me in the beginning, "Could you answer this for me, please? Can anyone access the Akashic field?" And I thought, why not? But the guides received the question we asked, and they answered the question. And I want you to listen in and see what they said. Listen for yourself.
To know if she can access her own Akashics. Is this, yes, they're not. Okay. So can everybody access their Akashic? Or is that, yeah, depends. They say it depends. Okay, they say it depends on how honest the person can look at oneself and how open they are to receive the full record. Okay, you cannot access, if you're not ready for the whole truth, they say, then you cannot access an Akashic, because that's not how it works. You don't get to see the things you're ready for and the rest is left out, because that would not be the full record. So while you are receiving sometimes not a full Akashic in its whole entirety, it's not because you're not ready for it. It's because this is not what you need to focus on right now. You would be overwhelmed with knowing a whole life in its entirety, in all the details. But the thing you need to look at is revealed to you. But if you're not ready for it, and you do not have an Akashic reader for you to translate the thing that is most important for you, you need to be a very specific person in their own development who can actually do that for themselves, because that needs the outer look onto your life, and also being able to fully step back. And that is what an Akashic reader or a channel usually can do very well. They can step back in their personality and leave only the channel open for receiving the message. And this is simply how you need to do it. You need to be in a receiving mode of receiving the full record. And when you can do that, when there is no personality inside of you guarding this record or the income of the information, then you can access your own Akashic. But they actually say an Akashic is safer to be channeled by another person. Connecting to your higher self is something, or channel your higher self is something you can do best as yourself. Because the voice you hear is very clear.
So, what an interesting answer that was. I love the fact that they said that all of you can do it. Everyone is able to access their Akashic records. And why shouldn't we all? The only thing we need to be able to is just step outside of our story. Just get rid of the ego mind for a second. Be able to focus on what is important and don't get lost in little stuff. Oh, I was this queen in that life. Oh, I was so important in the other one. No, that's not the issue. Sometimes it can really be very, very mundane little things, not even recognizable at first. Why are they showing us this? Only then, when the higher self comes through and really explains the life and makes it clear what was happening behind the story itself, then there is very often the aha. But you need to be able to do that, and it needs a bit. Do not get disheartened. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like, I have an inkling. I was in this country at this age, maybe, or I was on this planet and I did this or that, maybe, but I do not have the full picture. Do not get disheartened, and just focus on the nuts you can access. And the second thing I think was even more important: you can channel your higher self best. You do not need to go to a channel like myself. You do not need to pay hundreds of dollars or euros for any advice. Yes, you can if you feel it gives you more trust in what is being said, but you can do it every day and you can do it for free on your own. So just build the relationship with your higher self, take the time and maintain the relationship, and you will have guidance in everyday life. And I promise you, life will be much easier. So with this being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to have more channeled guidance, more channeled wisdom, then tune in next time. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Bye.